My name is Rowan Sanderson and I'm the CNO, Chief Nutritional Officer here at Bella+Duke. Can my dog eat bananas? It's a simple question and it deserves a simple answer. And yes, your dog can eat bananas. So I'm going to go through 6 reasons that bananas do actually benefit your dog, and then we'll talk about how you can do it and what you need to be careful of. So the first thing is bananas are absolutely loaded with magnesium, which means that they can actually help maintain muscle growth or muscle mass in your dog. The other thing is magnesium is really important for cellular energy. It gets used probably, I think it's something like 1 billion times a second or some other crazy fact like that. So magnesium's a good thing. It also helps relax your dog and plays an important role in heart function, which is always good. Now, the other thing is they're really rich in potassium. Now, potassium, when it's combined with B6, really help regulate blood pressure. So if your dog's got high blood pressure, actually bananas might not be a bad thing. Now, the other thing is potassium actually helps balance out calcium for ensuring healthy bone growth. Now, so we've already got a few super benefits of bananas. They are apparently, and this is not medical advice, but associated with improved brain function because the amount of B vitamins that are in there. I know a lot of people have used B vitamins as something called a nootropic, and they also work very well for your dog. As with lots of other fruits and vegetables, another thing to be aware of is they can play a really important role in regulating your dog's immune function. I mean, this just gets better and better. And apparently, some of the soluble fibers in bananas can actually play a really important role in growing some beneficial bacteria in the gut of your dog. There is, however, something to be aware of. Bananas do actually contain a reasonable amount of sugar, which is quite often why you might see tennis stars snacking on a banana in between sets. Now, if your dog has got something like diabetes, or it needs to lose some weight, or it has a certain degree of epilepsy, bananas are probably a big no. And in fact, the key to feeding any fruit with your dog is moderation. So be aware of the amount of sugars which are in bananas. I think there's more or less, if you look at a medium-sized banana, and interestingly this changes as the banana ripens, but there was probably about 14 grams of sugar in a banana. Now when you compare that to a natural, raw, complete, balanced food, that's actually a lot. So there are a couple of ways you can prepare them, but let's just keep that in mind. If your dog needs to lose weight, if it's susceptible to sugars, or it's got anything like epilepsy and you're trying to keep it on a ketogenic diet, then bananas probably push aside because you've got a whole host of other really healthy foods to use. If your dog's super active and it's otherwise really, really well, it's got optimal body condition, it's looking really healthy, a bit of banana here and there isn't going to do any harm. In fact, it's probably going to bring a lot of benefits. Now, there's three main ways you can feed this banana. You could probably mash it up a little bit in some of your dog's existing raw food. You can freeze dry it, which is a really good way of keeping all the nutrients. Slice it and freeze dry it and just feed it as a treat or a snack in some little slices, or you can dry it. Now, the way you would dry it is you would put it in a dehydrator. It's really good to avoid baking bananas. Why? Because it kills the vitamin C content, some of the benefits, and it actually, it just kills a lot of the benefits. All of the B6s, those kind of vitamins are very susceptible to heat. So you would dehydrate it on a very, very low heat. So just to recap, guys, can your dog eat bananas? Yes, of course they can. There's a whole host of benefits for heart, for blood flow, for muscles, for energy levels, for brain function, for immune function, and generally all round as a source of soluble fibres for feeding healthy gut bacteria, and also providing those much needed vitamins. Now, please be aware that they do have sugar. Please use them cautiously, or moderately is probably a better way of explaining it. And put all of your comments in below. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see a picture of your dog having a slice of banana, whether you freeze dry it, whether you dehydrate it, or whether you mash it into your raw Bella+Duke food. Feel free to share. Let's go bananas about bananas. Don't forget to come and join our Facebook group. Now, we are on a mission to radically upgrade dog and cat health, and as part of that mission, we are absolutely determined to create the most friendly, the most welcoming, and the most well-informed Facebook group about raw feeding. If you're interested in pet health and you're not currently raw feeding but you want to find out more, be assured there is definitely room on the broom for you to come and join us. We love welcoming new people. Ultimately, no question is a silly question. Everybody has started some point on the journey. So if you want to find out more, just come and join the group and help contribute to radically changing pet health. If anybody wants to find out more about some foods their dogs can or cannot eat, please just pop a little message in the below live feed and we'll come round to it over the next few weeks. This Can My Dog Eat series is backed by popular request. It's one of the most often asked set of questions, and rightly so, and we'll be covering a new one each week. Okay, that's enough from me. I'm wishing you all an absolutely fantastic rest of Wednesday. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being part of this positive movement for change. And I will see you same time next week. Peace out, everybody.